Meta, the company behind Facebook, has been fined 265 million euros. This following a breach in their user data. We have a link in the description for this article. This is coming from Cointelegraph. At the end, I'll be sharing my thoughts and opinions on this. And many people are looking at this, by the way, and suggesting that the next step forward to help protect data could actually come back to blockchain technology. So with that being said, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. Titled article is Meta fined 265 million euros for allowing scrapers to steal Facebook's centralized user data. Blockchain and Web3 companies are attempting to prevent leaks like these in the future by creating alternative login processes and distributing necessary data collection in a highly decentralized way. The Irish Data Protection Commission, or DPC, announced on November 28th that it has fined Facebook developer Meta 265 million euros for breach of the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. Specifically, the commission stated that it had fined Meta for failing to design Facebook in such a way that it would protect users from data breaches. The announcement followed a more than year-long investigation that began in April 2021. The breach itself occurred even earlier in late 2019. The data breach was first discovered when a TechCrunch report revealed that hundreds of millions of Facebook users' phone numbers were listed in a publicly accessible database online. Although the database was later taken down by the web host, its existence revealed that Facebook's data had been breached. In April 2021, the DPC began investigating the breach. At the time, Meta posted a statement about the breach called, quote, "the facts on news reports about Facebook data." Meta claimed that an attacker had used its contact importer tool to spam the server with phone numbers to see which ones had Facebook accounts associated with them. Each time the attacker got a response, they were able to gain the personal details of the user and match these details up with the user's phone number. As a result, users' personal data had been leaked to malicious actors. In the statement, Meta claimed that it had patched this contact importer vulnerability once the breach was discovered and that the tool was now safe. According to the new DPC statement, it found, quote, infringement of Articles 25.1 and 25.2 GDPR due to this incident and has imposed administrative fines totaling 265 million euros. The use of personal data in social media apps has become controversial in recent years as data breaches have become commonplace. Several blockchain companies have attempted to solve the problem by creating blockchain social media apps that do not require users to give out their email addresses or phone numbers. For example, both BitClout and Blockster are social media apps that allow users to sign in with just an Ethereum wallet. Ethereum developers have also offered a proposal called EIP 4361 to standardize the wallet login process across all apps. Supporters believe this could eliminate the need to ask users for sensitive personal information in social media apps, which could help to prevent breaches like this in the future. Now, let's be real. One of the reasons why some major players such as Meta may not go the route of blockchain technology is because they want to have your personal information. How do you think the advertisers maximize their reach? It's by demographics, by a lot of other personalized bits of information, right? Your location, your age, your sexual preferences, all these kinds of things definitely could come into play depending on what that advertiser is trying to market. And so if they're trying to spend money to market to a specific group of people and they want to be able to have a maximum impact on their dollar for advertising, then that kind of information to them is very valuable. Now, if they don't have that kind of information, they may not be as incentivized to wanting to advertise on that platform. Maybe they go somewhere else where they feel that they could have a better impact financially for themselves. Now, then the major platform themselves is not receiving that advertiser revenue. And if you get big enough with this stuff, guess what? It gets very, very, very costly because you're spending a lot on your servers, you're spending a lot on your bandwidth. And when you look at a platform like Meta, aka Facebook, you're dealing with a lot of different things, right? It's not just a simple little text thing. You're also dealing with animated videos, and you get the point. It's a massive, massive network. The expenses are obviously going to be quite high in regards to all of this and maintaining this information. Unless they restructure things where old data gets eliminated and then you're always dealing with only a set limitation, but then a lot of people are going to be upset not wanting to use those platforms because they like the fact that a lot of these things are still stored, right? Like if you got a photo from 10 years ago, you still want that stored. Anyways, so getting a little bit sidetracked there. Going back over to how this has a tie-in with that of blockchain. As was mentioned in this article, the idea here is that the solution could be using your wallet. So your wallet has an address, right? You have access to that. You have your private keys. So that is essentially your identity. Now, if you lose your private keys, obviously, then there comes a whole other issue. Because if people are able to log into these social media platforms using your crypto wallet and your crypto wallet becomes compromised, so then therefore your social media platforms also become compromised. But if there is always some inherent risk of getting your social media platform compromised, what is the most secure way of going about it? What is the least likely way that someone's going to be able to acquire your information and do some malicious things? And as it is right now, it would look like blockchain technology is the solution to this. And I personally am in favor of the idea of being able to go in to my different social media platforms and connect my crypto wallet. The only big concern off the top of my mind that would be an issue here is that if you have to connect your wallet each time and give permissions, if there is something that happens internally, like let's say Meta has some code that's changed, so the next time somebody went to connect their wallet there, all of a sudden, because you didn't pay attention, you didn't read through the contract, which most people aren't going to be doing, right? You connect your wallet, and lo and behold, now you're giving them backdoor access because you gave them new permissions that were not there previously before. A way to circumvent around that would be to make a new wallet that has no crypto in it. You don't necessarily have to have that in there, right, guys? Now, if you end up connecting a wallet to a social media platform, I think the next logical step would be that you would see some additional services from that social media platform, something that would allow you to transact using your wallet. So if you had crypto on your account, you'd be able to do so. But again, you're opening up a can of worms there, because if you were allowing that to happen and you connect your wallet and there's some vulnerability that's exposed due to like a hacker going in and messing up the contract that's established there, that's if their contract is not renounced, then that becomes a huge issue. But what's the likelihood that their contract would be not renounced, right? It's pretty high. Like the fact is that these platforms need to have access to these kinds of things and make the changes on them. Otherwise, other vulnerabilities happen, they can't make any changes to it. What do you do? Let us know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. I do have the link to this article in the description. Again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please go do your own research. And I have a referral link in the description for Webull. You could get up to 12 free stocks if you use that referral link. You can also trade cryptocurrencies on their platform. I have been using Webull for a while now. You open up an account, you get 2 free fractional shares. If you deposit any amount, you receive 4 to 10 free fractional shares. And more than likely, these stocks are going to be valued around $3 or $4, but they could go up to $300, $3,000, as is being mentioned here. So there's an option for you. Link is in the description. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeman.com, Victor Vegas, Safeman Oz for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your support. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.